Good morning, UPBOptionMillionaires.com. It is Wednesday, October 22nd, 2014, 20 minutes before the market's going to open. You can see stock futures are higher. Again, this massive rally off the lows last week continuing. We'll see how long this lasts. Is this a V-bottom that's going to bring us up to record high stock prices? Well, if you look at every dip since the lows in 2009, that has been the case. Earnings season really kicking off. I got in some Coca-Cola puts the other day. They worked out good yesterday, but a lot of the contracts I bought for a possible pullback have not worked out so well. But I'm looking for some more earnings trades because I think regardless of what happens here, we're seeing some weak earnings reports from some of the big names out there. Look at the SP 500 right back up to the trend line here. We'll keep an eye on that. QQQ bounced off the 90, 60 level, something like that. I brought that up in my video at the start of last week as a possible point of support. And look at that candle to the upside. It's a 5-year weekly chart here we're showing. I'm going to go over some earnings reports. IWM is back in the channel again. Look at this breaking out. Possibly seeing it move back up to the upside pretty wildly. Top of this upside part of this channel. Let's move to earnings. We have Yelp after the bell today. You can see the stock is well off its record levels that it hit back earlier this year. Then we had the tech wreck of 2014 bring the stock down into the 50s. And here it is. I mean, it's a really interesting point here. I think there's a good chance it's going to head back over 80 bucks. Possibly put in what would be some sort of a short-term head and shoulders topping pattern. You look, a head and shoulders pattern here did not come to fruition. They actually bucked the trend, headed up to almost 90 before pulling back here. So something to keep an eye on. I'm not trading at the options or pricing in a big move, so I'll just be watching from the sidelines. Good luck anyone trading that one. We have Cheesecake Factory reporting earnings. This one's another one that looks like it's consolidating here. Look at the move up it's had from the lows in 2013. 30 bucks. It's at 47.50 was the high earlier this year, and it's right at about $45. You would think maybe short term it's got a little more room to go, but support seems right here at a 42.50 level. Seems to consolidating to move to record levels. So that would be if I was going to trade cake for earnings. I think it's going to break out to record prices. We have FTNT Fortinet, which has been consolidating. You look some of these earnings reversals that it's seen from its highs, but it's not quite up near the $27, $28 level. Maybe the earnings report will get up there before it pulls back, and that's the way it's been working. We look at OpenText, which looks poised to break out, and you can see these earnings breakouts to the upside. So if you want to look where OpenText has been moving post earnings higher, so we could look possibly for a spike over 60 bucks here. I'm not going to trade it, but if I were, that's where I'd be getting $60 calls. Skechers, look at this one, just recently broke out to record levels, $65 before pulling back. I'm not sure if this is a top here and this is a lower high, and we're going to pull back down. That's a possibility. I think either way, it's going to be a sharp move, probably about a 10% move post earnings. We have 3M that reports earnings tomorrow. This is what I'm looking for puts for. I hit a record high, bounced off the lows that we saw last week like everything else. So hopefully we get a little bit of a rally here. We're up a third of a percent. I'm going to get some 140 puts. Let's also look at Caterpillar, which is, I mean, if there's any kind of ambiguous signal here, we're not all the way at the top of the channel. We're not all the way at the bottom. We're right in the middle. Options are pricing in a $3 move, I believe, for this stock into earnings tomorrow morning. I might get some puts. I'm not sure. I just like the chart is showing. We're right in the middle of this long-term channel. We could go either way here, and it might go up or down. Either way, I'll be right. What great commentary I'm offering here this morning. All right, UPB here, OptionMillionaires.com. It's a quick earnings video of what we have coming up. We have Amazon at the end of the week. Let me just put that in, and then I'll close it with that. Look at Amazon, right at support here, right at support. And again, this is why it's great to have great charting software. I say great a couple times too many. That where you put a line up, support, resistance, trend lines, you draw them, and if you don't go to the chart for a couple months, sometimes you pull up a chart, it comes right to that line that you drew many months ago, and that's the case here with Amazon. We're looking at it support here. I would say long-term support, if it does plunge through this level, is not any lower than about this 285, 290 level before the stock's probably going to head higher. All right, UPBOptionMillionaires.com. We'll see if this rally can continue. Stock futures continue to rally off the lows. And I'll see you in the chat room at OptionMillionaires.com. Let you know if I get any trades. The Coca-Cola trade worked out great yesterday. I got into the 43 puts on Monday. And look at this move to the downside there at Coca-Cola. And you can see kind of a blow-off top earlier this month. And looks really nasty here. And somebody was asking me about Coca-Cola. I got out of my puts only because they were short-term. Until expiration, short time until expiration. But had I been short the stock, probably hold on because I think it's going to head back into the 30s. All right, I'll see you in the chat room.